Hi folks, today we got the 1978 Porsche 935, also known as the Moby Dick because of the long tail. Now, for a couple of reasons, I'm not sure this is actually an accurate representation of the 78 car. So I'm going to read you a couple of things taken from Wikipedia here, and you make up your mind, and I'll tell you what I see on the car. Basically, Wikipedia says, for 1978, a third and final version of the 935 was developed, the 935/78, intended only for Le Mans. Due to the head gasket failures of the 77 version, Porsche parted with the air cooling tradition and introduced water-cooled cylinder heads in the 1978 engine and equipped them with 4 valves as well. The engine displacement was enlarged to 3.2 liters, increasing its output to 750 to 850 horsepower. At the 1978 24 Hours of Le Mans, the 935 qualified third, being the fastest car on the straight at Le Mans, recording a top speed of 228 miles per hour or 367 kilometers per hour. Le Mans, like most tracks, was run clockwise. The driver's seat was moved over to the right side for better weight distribution and sight in right-hand corners, like the Dunlop, Tete Rouge, and Mulsanne curves. Another distinctive feature of this 78 model. Now, when I look at the 78 model, I look at the photos that I have of it, I look at the actual car, the driver's side is actually on the left side of this car, which would be the wrong side per what Wikipedia just said. So I'm not sure exactly what this car is modeled off of. So let's take a look at this Hot Wheels car today. First of all, on the rear quarter panel, you're going to find the Hot Wheels logo, and underneath that you'll find a vent for venting the motor heat off. Below that you'll find the black diffuser bodywork panel there to keep the car on the ground, basically. Coming around, we've got the aero disc wheels. Now, I'm not a big fan of aero disc wheels, but this car has them. You got the big fat fenders on this car. They're huge. Coming up to the door, the rear of the door, you've got big fenders being cut off by the door there. Looks like you got a door handle modeled, and then you've got a 70 tempo on there. Coming on more to the front, we have a right side mirror, door mirror. Got door mirrors on both sides of the car. Coming on around, we've got once again the aero disc wheel, and we've got a front splitter on this car. Other than that, that's all the tempo on the right side. We also have lightly tinted gray windows, with the windows in the passenger and driver side rolled up. The rear quarter window has an air vent in it. Pretty cool. Don't see that very often, but nice touch from Hot Wheels. Taking a look at the car from approximately the 230 position, it's a nice looking car. I like it from this angle. Looking straight on at the car, this is a really good angle on this particular car. I really like it. Let's talk about the hood first. The hood's got the refueling nozzle at the top of the hood. Actually has windshield wipers up there. I think you can probably see them a little bit. Got the refueling nozzle. Then it's got a big air vent right there. Below the air vent, we've got the Porsche crest, and then a couple of more, I would assume those are air vents on each side of the Porsche crest. Then you got the big yellow stripes on there, which are really cool. Yellow stripe tempo. On each fender, you got vents right behind those yellow stripes. There'll be a vent for cooling the wheels, cooling the brakes. And then we've got a air grill with a couple of headlights there. Pretty nice look. From the 1030 position, you can see the car really well, especially that big fender right behind the door. You can also see that big wing on this car. This car has a huge wing, especially for its day. tempo on the left side of this car is basically the same as the tempo on the right side, so I'm not going to cover that. The rear of the car is exactly what you would think it would be for a mainline car. It basically has nothing modeled back here other than a little bit of tempo on the rear quarter panels and the big wing. There's nothing special about this car. Nothing new to be added at the 430 position either. Let's take another look at the car flipped on its side. The view from the top down is pretty interesting. You get a good look at the tempo on the quarter panels, front and rear, as well as coming around to the front of the car, wrapping around the front of the car. Pretty cool on those two yellow stripes there. Now here's the real interesting part. Look at the roof of the car. There's an escape hatch there. Don't think I've ever seen a Hot Wheels with an escape hatch before. Really neat. Looking at the underside of this car, there's virtually nothing modeled. I mean, literally nothing modeled, other than a couple of exhaust pipes. That's it. We don't even have axles on this car. So it is listed as Porsche 935 made in Malaysia, and then it has a very tiny skew there. So there you have it, folks. Porsche 935 78 edition. Not the best car, not the worst car. Decent mainline car, absolutely. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day.